And the race for president is our other top story this afternoon. The New Hampshire Republican primary set a record for the most votes ever cast in that contest.
Nikki Haley is promising to continue fighting former President Donald Trump for the party's nomination. Last night in New Hampshire, Trump claimed his second victory in a row following his win in Iowa last week. So here are the final numbers for you. Trump secured 54% of the votes. Haley came in close second with 43%. WESH 2 News political reporter Greg Fox is in New Hampshire and explains how it happened and the challenge ahead for Haley.
Good to see you.
New Hampshire is a state where conservative voters lean moderate and was perhaps the best opportunity for an upset in the Republican race for president. But exit polling conducted by Edison Research concluded Granite State voters were predominantly split between Republican and undeclared voters, those seeking to have their voices heard. Former President Donald Trump, in turn, won his third straight New Hampshire Republican primary and mocked his remaining challenger, Nikki Haley, for her claims that she is closing in on Trump.
This is not your typical victory speech, but let's not have somebody take a victory when she had a very bad night. Who the hell was the imposter that went up on the stage before and claimed a victory? She did very poorly, actually.
But the former South Carolina governor and former UN ambassador insisted the race is not over.
New Hampshire is first in the nation. It is not the last in the nation. This race is far from over. There are dozens of states left to go. And now we're the last one standing next to Donald Trump.
While she pushes that narrative, Trump appears to be narrowing his focus on a rematch with President Joe Biden, who, despite keeping his name off the New Hampshire ballot, scored a victory thanks to a write-in campaign by Democrats.
Congratulations to President Biden.
It came at the expense of Minnesota Congressman Dean Phillips, who vowed to continue his challenge for the Democratic nomination. With the frigid, snowy conditions of Iowa and New Hampshire now in the rearview mirror, Nikki Haley moves to the warmer climate, call it the politically warmer climate of her home state of South Carolina, to continue her campaign. Whether or not her donors continue to follow is something we'll have to wait and see. In Manchester, New Hampshire, Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.
The Republican Nevada caucuses are up next in 2 weeks, and Joe Biden aims to make the official launch of his re-election campaign February 3rd in South Carolina. WESH 2 News will continue to bring you the very latest developments in the battle for the White House.